I know, I'm not usually making these videos, but anyways, guys, what is up, you guys? And it's me here. Welcome back to another video. Now, today, I got something special for you guys. Some new content out there in the open. Here to say hello. Now, today, I'm going to be talking about why Paddington means something to me. Now, CJ Films are probably not even a company you probably even know. But this is the company that is made Paddington. And this is arguably one of the most skyrocketed properties of all time. This is even for some reason said that this is the best film of all time from everyone in the world. But that's just my opinion. But now, let's talk about what is up with this film. And Paddington should be talked about more. I don't see anyone saying Paddington is such an amazing film. Oh, Paddington is so good. I don't see anyone's talking about that. Which I think is quite of an issue for me. Because Paddington is an amazing film. Is there some problems with the series? Anything. Really? When I was watching this film, I'm like, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, I will admit, there are some cool things that might need to be a little tweaked out of the story. But I think besides that, I don't think it's a really bad film at all. Matter of fact, I think it's one of the better films of all time, in my opinion. Also, in my opinion, I also believe in the fact that Paddington is just not getting talked about. It's freaking ridiculous. I do admit, I think the ending is a little off the side of the middle and the end. I mean, the beginning of the film. But again, this is still one of the best films of all time. Like, where is there a movie that has a bear, a kid bear, that is like an intelligent life form of a bear, in a life form, in a movie? There's never like something like that. And like what Paddington said at the end, there's always something different to all of us. And I think that's such an important life lesson for everyone to know. Like, if everyone thought that everyone was the same, you're sadly mistaken. It's okay if you have no arms, no legs, have a hard time breathing. It's okay. It's not like your life stinks because of that. It's not because of that. It makes you special in that regard. Like, for example, if, let's say I would, like, for example, had no anxiety and depression, or that's just an example. So, let's say I had anxiety and depression. I would be different, right? If I didn't have it, and I didn't have any, like, feeling of, like, let's just say I was like this other person. You're practically the same. You're not practically have a difference. There's no smooth path. It is a very bumpy rock of connection. Yes, there is. It's okay to have connection, but totally just ruins your life form so much. Which is why I love Paddington freaking much. I love the beginning. The beginning is amazing. Although the fact that it starts off with this black and white screen of an explorer wanted, to stuff these bears and maybe become, famous and stuff. But instead, sorry, I did something. Instead, he learned to cope with these bears and end up, pretty much having a good relationship with them. And that's why, and also, spoilers to Paddington 2, at the beginning, they were thinking about going to London, but then they found Paddington about to pretty much die, but they saved him because they decided to not go to London anymore. They wanted to raise a cub instead of others, sharing with the population of what he shared them, which is such an amazing touch. That why I love this movie. And I guess maybe not the sequel is also pretty good, but it's not as good as this one. Let's face it. But also, I love the fact that Mrs. Brown is such an amazing. Like she treats him like any normal son, while the dad is like very cautious and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I think it took him a little too long to notice how wrong he was and how how poorly minded he was. But I think it made sense because you can't have a dad without having somewhat of safety rules, or a mom even. And I love that the fact that the only thing I do have somewhat of, well, again, the sister and the brother of the family is also pretty cool characters. I like the fact that they, don't get too much screen time, because then they could get a little bit of annoying. But I think they have a solid amount of screen time to the point where they could, have some sort of bond to the characters. People watching the film. And also, let me just mention something quickly. I also feel so sad at the dad's death, which makes the movie so sad. And also, let me talk about the emotion of this film. The emotional moments really hurt. For example, when the dad dies, it's just so sad and so, disappointing to see him dead. The emotional moments are really good, and they actually really hook me. And also, what is also good about this film is very funny. I'm not joking. This is probably one of the more funniest movies I have ever watched. It's just pretty basic. I also love the storyline with the pigeons and Paddington. It's so freaking funny. And also, at the end of the film, they actually end up using that as some part of the story. That's so amazing. And I love that because it's supposed to be a joke. But it's not. Which is weird to think about. Now, we're also going to be talking about why. Why does Paddington, you think, okay, well, what about the villain? What about, the middle of the movie? The middle of the movie is not as good as the beginning. I like the beginning the most, but the middle is better on the story department than development of the main character department. Which is why I think the beginning is good. But also, I think the story makes the middle more innovating, and also the characters start to also get some sort of bond, which I think is really nice. And this is why I think people should talk about it a little bit more. But I do have a little bit of an issue, and it's the villain. Okay, the villain's dialogue and story is so fleshed out so perfectly, but I hate the fact that she's a murderous being. I like the fact that he unjudges this boy guy. I do like that because, well, he's kind of a jerk. It's not really a big surprise. But again, it's still not a bad character to have, and I also think it's really funny. It's not funny, but I also love the fact of the dialogue of this character. Now, I don't want to talk about this film too much because I don't want to give anybody spoilers, but wow. Just what an amazing film with so much fleshed out and amazing stuff. Man, I should be talking about more of this stuff, shouldn't I? Well, if this video, I guess, gets enough likes and views and stuff, I might, push it out. I don't know. But, yeah. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I just wanted to talk about this, but again, if the likes aren't there, the views aren't there, I might want to do one of these other ones. I probably will do a couple more just because, it makes sense. But anyways,